Please join me in welcoming Thibault Lemonnier, the CEO and co-founder of OCUS. Thibault.
At OCUS, our vision is to design the future of imagery in a fair and scalable way. This is St. Peter's Square in 2005 after Pope Benedict got elected. And this is the same place in March 2013, right after Pope Francis' election, who eventually joined Instagram in March 2016. 4 years later, it's 3.2 billion of images that are shared on the web every day. And this illustrates that we've massively shifted from an offline to an online world. On this online world, mobile represents 61% of the traffic. And guess what? On mobile, more than 50% of your screen is devoted to images. What makes you click on a product, what makes you engage on the web is nothing but photos and videos. Images drive more traffic. They increase conversion, they reduce lead time, and they impact value. They basically allow you to sell more, faster, and at higher prices. Just see it this way. In 2020, the biggest driver for growth is imagery. And this leads to a big problem, especially for big companies who have massive volume of products and services. You cannot execute custom photos at scale. You basically have three options today to address this. You can do it in-house, you can call agencies, or use stock images. But none of them are adapted for today's challenges. So we gather the best of two worlds, a community of talents and technology to change imagery, allowing productions of millions of images per year in thousands of locations straight from your system and within 24 hours. 2020 is our fourth year. We're today 120 seasoned people with offices in Paris, New York, Bangalore, and Singapore, and with a management team of passionate people from tech, enterprise, and content backgrounds. We work with leading companies from the travel industry, and they are our best ambassadors. We typically contractualize yearly volumes of photo shoot, and we invoice clients as we deliver every month. We're today at 20 million euros plus run rate, and we grow by 300% every year. We are the API for imagery, and here is our value proposition. One, we accelerate your revenue through strong SLAs. Our goal is to put as many images as possible, as fast as possible, because they drive revenue. Two, we increase your revenue through higher conversion rate. Three, we also drive you productivity gains. And four, ultimately, we help you build a better customer journey. We deliver this value by combining best-in-class photographers and best of tech to streamline the imagery workflow from order to delivery. But that's not all. For us, creating images is only a prerequisite. We go beyond production by using technology to continuously deliver the best images. In one hand, we create millions of images. We analyze this content through computer vision, allowing us to create deep and consistent understanding of how our images are produced. On the other hand, we have the conversion data from our clients. And based on this, we are able to find meaningful correlations between the way we produce images and how they perform on the web. Just a simple example, do you think that your images should be taken by day or by night? Well, in EMEA, night photos perform better in average, but the reality is it depends. It depends on your brand, location, audience, time, and a few other factors. We do have the answer for your company. Let's connect after the event. But everything is not about tech. At OCUS, we believe that technology should always be a way, never a goal. Ultimately, our vision is to establish a fair and sustainable model that unites clients, freelancers, and platforms. We've started a global work with politics and researchers to make the platform's economy a better world. And please join our movement on change.ocus.com. At the end, if you had to remember three things from this presentation to dramatically accelerate your growth, it would be one, scale your imagery production. Two, understand how you should create this content. And three, video is eating the world. It will represent 90% of the global bandwidth within 2 years, and we can leverage this together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Thibaut. Well done.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So Dragons, should we add a PH to the beginning of that company name and make an investment?
I hope we're not getting in trouble with the legal team.
Susanna, you want to jump in?
Sure, like I do. A question. It's a very good presentation. My question here is around the competitive landscape, especially between professional photos and user-generated content. Because I'm aware of a couple of like more matured company in this space, but focusing more on user-generated content.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for the question. I think it's two different needs that can be complementary. The big driver for our offer is that we master the production. And even if you add editing on a production that you cannot own, you don't master the output. And what brands are looking today is to master the consistency of their images. 3.2 billion of images are shared every day, including in user-generated content. And so brands have to kind of fight back against this UGC that they don't control. And so what we offer is the authenticity of the content, but driven by strong brand guidelines that we can ultimately adapt depending on the performance that we see on the web.
Okay, in terms of process, how can I imagine, you start working for me? So I contract you, you take images, you customize and run them through your procedure, and then what? Do I upload them to the medias that those images are being shown, or are you going to take care of that for me? And then the second thing is, how do you actually track conversion on those images?
Yeah, thanks for the question. So it's an end-to-end solution. Or one of our main drivers for our clients who are only enterprise clients is to save their time. So we want you to do nothing. Typically on the sales process, we onboard you at the end and we create guidelines based on your current images and your current performance. And because we know the industry well, thanks to our imagery performance tool, we can adapt these first guidelines. Then we make typically an API integration. So we make sure that we can integrate into your sales process and into your information system. And so once we've done this integration, you don't have to do anything. So every time you onboard an hotel, if you're in the hotel industry, for instance, we'll have automatically an order from our hand. We'll do the photo, find the right photographers, do the photo shoot, own the editing, and then deliver straight into your information system. So you have nothing to take care of. The only piece of it is to agree on the guidelines at the beginning. Then on the conversion part, we have the conversion from two ways. One, the public way on social media, and we can scrap the web and to access through APIs of social media platforms to the performance. And two, our clients typically share the conversion data with us because we are so deeply integrated into their system and into their sales process. They share a lot of information with us, including the conversion they have on the mobile application or on the website.
But you track conversion before you change images and after you change images, just to see what impact your imagery had.
So we track conversion before and after. We have the conversion data once we onboard the client, then we make our guidelines. We then have a continuous flow stream of data coming from our client system. We adapt our guidelines and we can measure the upside in terms of sales.
Thank you very much, Thibaut. Well done.
You're welcome. Thanks to you.